Hello everyone, I am Tarun Challa, a Microsoft certified Power BI developer and Fabric data engineer. Welcome to my YouTube channel Tarun Tech Trainings. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. In this video, I am excited to be joined by Mr. Abhilash Pulakanti, who is manager for analytics at Digibyte Technologies. In this video, we will try to break down the myths and exploring the career path for the individuals who are interested to start their career paths into data analytics. If you are someone who are interested to start your career into data analytics using Power BI with Abhilash Pulakanti's expertise and experience in the field, we will dive into the world of data analysis and provide you valuable insights for those those who are looking to start your career into data analytics. Where you are a student or a professional who is already working and looking to transform your career into this new field of data, or simply curious about data analytics, this session is for you. So let's get started and let's invite Mr. Abhilash Pulakanti to share information about data analytics. Hi Abhilash, how are you?
Hi Tarun, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good as
Good to
well.
see you. Yes.
Good to see you.
So, how are the things?
Yeah, going good. How is your work going on as a manager?
Work is good. As usual, be busy as usual. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your time in busy schedule.
Thank you, Tarun. Thank you for inviting me. So, yeah.
Yeah, the main reason for inviting you is I want you to give some suggestions for the people who want to start their career into data analysis. I felt like
Hmm.
as you are hiring continuously on data analysis for experienced and freshers, and you will be very active in data analysis field, I felt like your suggestions will add more value and will give more insights for the people who want to start their career into data analysis. I
So,
have
yes, my suggestions would be, yeah, go on.
I have few questions for you. Few of them were
Hmm.
hypothetical, and few of them were the questions I received from the people. Maybe your answer might help them to understand whether they want to choose data analysis or not. At least as a suggestion, we are not telling them to choose or not. At least I felt like they might guide them. At least they might give
Hmm.
proper overview for them instead
Yeah.
of not having any knowledge. At least they might get some understanding. Okay, is it the thing? Is it the scenario? Can we go or not? At least without there are many people who will come without any knowledge. Let them help to gain some knowledge on data analysis and Power BI. Okay, there are people who want to start their career as freshers into data analysis. What
Hmm.
is your suggestion for them? Like, is it a right choice?
Yes, of course, it's a right choice. Because as you see, right, the if you look at the current trend every day, I don't know, previously, like, we are not capturing the data, and there is not much value for data previously, right, when you go back in the 90s or 20s, right? But now everything, any decision you make, it is data driven decision making, right?
Yeah,
Example,
yeah,
if you want to understand, some particular companies want to launch certain product, right? So they're not blindly launching the product. They'll understand the dynamics, right? What is the sales happening there, right? And what are the target audience, or what is maybe what could be the whether they can afford in that particular area, right? Everything, all these decisions are based on the data, right? And if you look at now, everything is being captured, right? The size of the data has been increasing day by day a lot.
yeah,
Now, organi- first is like they're storing the data, and second is they're exploring the data, right? What are the insights they can get from this data? As the data size increases, and as the dependency on the as your decision making based on data is increasing, so obviously you'll have enormous scope in data analytics. So
Okay.
that's my take on data analytics. So you it's a never ending like it's a never ending this one. So you'll always have good scope in data analytics. So someone who wants to start their career as a data analyst or who wants to be in data analytics, I would definitely prefer them to go for data analytics, right? And second thing is, like, if you look at any other IT jobs, like if you look at, if you want, someone wants to develop their own website, or someone wants to they are into if they want to be into web-based application development, right? So everything with AI, everything is like you can find the code. Only thing is, if you have to slightly customize the code to build an application. But data analytics, it's completely different. Every requirement, it's a different thing, right? So you cannot customize anything.
I have a
If you
related
look at,
question for you. You answered for
yeah,
it before I
yeah.
ask. Okay, okay. Let's go one by one.
Hmm.
There are people who are asking me. I will receive most of the calls that they are from BSc background, BCom background, and they are non-tech. They feel that they are from non-IT background, and they want to start their career as data analyst. Even though I answer most of their questions, but people will regularly ask me these questions. Like, I am from BSc, I am from agriculture BSc. Can I come to IT by learning data analysis? What's your stand on that?
Obviously there isn't any restriction that if you have done a BSc agriculture or BPharm, or they are into medicine or something. It's not that you are not supposed to start your career in data analytics. There isn't any restriction. Again, everything, all these restrictions are what you think in your mind, right?
Yeah,
So I always tell my, I mean, if you look at me, I've done my B Pharmacy, M Pharmacy, then I have shifted my domain into data analytics, right? So if someone is doubting themselves on whether it's a correct choice, I will definitely say it's always a good choice, correct choice. Never ever think that, I have completed agriculture and I'm shifting the domain. It's always about learning, right? There is
yeah.
always this saying that keep learning, keep growing. If you want the growth, if you are passionate about data, just start your journey right away. And if you look at now in the market, right, you have you have lot of mentors and a lot of tools and technologies available to start your journey with data analytics, right? So yeah.
Okay, coming to next question based on your answer, what are the trending skill sets that are required to become data analyst?
Uh, yes, so that's a good question. So trending skill sets, yes, obviously the logical thinking. Okay, so you just understand for before as a data analyst, first an important skill set is understand your data, right? So kind of data you're working on, what is the data about? Okay, what kind of insights you can get from the data? Okay, so what is the quality of the data? This is important. Then logical thinking, and what kind of visualization, right? You cannot show, let's say you cannot show year wise. Someone is asking for year wise sales, you cannot show that in a pie chart, right?
Yeah,
So again, that visualization, that all these are, again, everything, uh, data analytics in everything comes with practice. The more you
yeah.
practice, the more dashboards you develop, the more skill set you acquire.
Okay,
So
when it
and
comes to
yeah.
okay,
Hmm.
when it comes to trending tools, like if someone wants to start their career in data analysis, I understand
Hmm.
based on your suggestion, they must have logical thinking, and also as usual, like whenever someone wants to start their career in IT, they definitely need communications, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
these are the
Commu-
minimal basics. Without them, they
communication
can't.
is
Yeah,
communication. If someone's starting their career in IT, communication is must, right?
yeah.
if
People will.
if you're, yes, because communication is the first medium of interface. The person you are represented by the way you spoke, the way you communicate, right? No matter how much skill set you have, until and unless you are communicating it in a proper manner, that cannot be delivered, right?
Yeah.
So there is no chance. Obviously, first choice is, first and the most important thing is communication. Then all this logical thinking, understanding the data, all this comes into the picture.
Yeah, people usually ask me, sir, can you teach me in Telugu or Hindi? I don't understand English, but I want to come to IT. I will suggest them, like, first try to learn English, first try to improve your communications, like at least try to understand what other people are saying. If they are speaking in English, try to listen to them and try to understand what they are trying to deliver you. Then
Yes, yes.
first listen the things, try to understand the things, then try to speak by yourself, then you will automatically get communications. Don't worry about English, it is not a bigger thing to
Yeah,
achieve.
yeah, I mean, yes, I mean, someone who has who did his education in other languages, yes, communication might learning, having communication might be a problem, but it's not a blocker, right? I mean, you have you have a lot of tools to learn. Simple thing: watch an English movie every day with subtitles,
Yeah,
right? Watching a movie is not a big thing, right? So again, that's how your subconscious, how you build your subconscious mind, right?
yeah,
So communication is mandatory, and again, communication is not something you can develop in a month or two. That comes with
yeah.
practice. Every day,
It
try
is
to
also a
spend.
continuous growth, right? We can't
Yes,
even speak at
even
a time.
yes, even being a manager, if you are in a good position also, again, we have to continuously evolve in our communication, right? Someone who has 1 to 2 years experience, he has a different communication. We should need a different communication, different skill set. If you are leading a team, you should have a different skill set because people learn from you, right? So
Yeah,
communication is not something like there is if you learn this much, there is a halt, there is nothing like that. It's a continuous process, and that comes with practice. The more you
yeah,
practice, the more you improve your vocabulary, your communication skills.
yeah. Also, one more question, like there are multiple data analysis tools to start with: Power BI,
Hmm.
Tableau, Click. There are a lot of tools. What
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start with? Like, if you suggest a better choice for them, or
uh,
what will be your
uh,
suggestion on it?
I would suggest. So yes, there are a lot of BI tools in market. Again, which one to choose, that depends on the client's requirement. To be specific, if you're working in IT, but to start with, right, first start with Excel, right? If
Yeah,
you ask me, if someone has completed their graduation or someone wants to change their domain from non-IT to IT into data analytics, first, like in 10-15 days, they can complete basics of Excel. Because like, for any organization, if you understand the data, like how you can create reporting in Excel, it would be easy to work on any tool, right?
okay,
So start with Excel and SQL. SQL is again mandate because the way the data is stored, right, in the data in any database or in Excel, first, like you have to know how you can create a report, a basic report with that using Excel. Then start working on. If you go with current trends, I would suggest go with Power BI. Then, if you're interested, go with Tableau. But obvious choice is Power BI because most of the organizations, if you look at any organization, O365 is by default in any organization, right?
yeah,
And the Power BI license comes with a package there. So most of the organizations, they prefer O365 with Power BI, but it's good to know other tools as well, right? But always you should have one tool as your primary tool. As a manager and as someone who has I have experience in 5+ years experience in Power BI, my obvious choice is Power BI. But if you are looking for explore other tools as well, then second would be Tableau.
okay. Like, people who starts their journey into data analytics will learn
Hmm.
3 or 4 tools parallelly and will be in confusion where to go. Like, they will learn Power BI, they will learn a bit of Tableau, they will learn a bit of Excel, they will learn a bit of Click. What do you suggest for them? Either to choose one particular skill at a larger level, or to have multiple items in their plate?
Again, that's a good question. That's a valid question, Tarun, because I have been through that mindset. Okay, when I have changed my domain from non-IT to IT, At that time, I was focusing on multiple tools. At that time, our mindset is okay. Let's learn as many tools as we can, and we'll start the interviews or we start a job in IT. But that's not the correct mindset. I would suggest. Okay, always you should go for one tool at a obviously, as I said, you should have one tool as your core tool. Then others is good to know. It's not that you have to know 100%, right? So I would suggest always in terms when you go to data analytics, choose only one tool. Either it's Power BI or Tableau or Click, or we have Looker. Only one tool as your core tool. And apart from this, just learn other things as well. Like let's say you are learning uh, data analytics is like it's a complete package of ETL, and you have to create the medallion architecture visualizations, right? So if someone is starting their career, first learn one visualization tool. With it could be like a Tableau or Power BI, only one tool. Then learn SQL, which is mandatory, basics of Excel. Then go for any ETL tool. Example, you have Azure Data Factory, right? So then you will end to end you'll have some understanding on how you load that you collect the data from load the data from different sources, store the data, perform different transformations, and load it to your visualization tool and create visualizations, right? So when it comes to BI tool, choose only one tool, get yourself good hands on that tool, then start exploring other stacks of BI. It could be data
Okay.
engineering. Yeah.
When it comes to Power BI, like as you suggest, like Power BI is the most used BI tool. Like lot
Hmm.
of people are eager to learn Power BI. When it comes to Power BI, there are four different modules I consider. There is ETL, there is data modeling, there is data
Hmm.
visualization, and also there is service, data governance. People will miss data governance, Power BI service while learning as an initial part. Also, people will get confused which one to start, whether I should start with data visualization directly, or whether I should start with ETL part or data modeling or enhancing the model. What will you suggest for them if they are starting their career into Power BI?
Yeah. Okay. Before answering this question, like you got good questions, Tarun. I don't know how is it like you have made it set of questions or you have collected it while you have attending the interview. I'm just eager to know how you collected these questions.
Like people usually ask me whenever I am training people, people ask me, sir, when are we going to show reports, when are we going to have charts? Because I created a Power BI course. In first
Hmm.
30 days I didn't started even single chart. I was in Power Query enhancing data model, I was using different things in DAX. But people are eager to learn data visualization. I keeps on saying them like, it is not important to show beautifully than showing correctly. First we have to we have to learn to show correct things, then we can beautify them. I used to tell them, I used to keep on motivating them. But people are eager to create visuals first. What's your choice in them, like what is the order, sequence you prefer?
Yes. Sequence as usual. Like first, load the data to understand the data, perform whatever the transformations you need, and after performing transformations, go for data modeling. After data modeling, go for data visualization, then data governance. Because example, without creating any report, you cannot publish the report and you cannot create the data governance, right? So always follow the order. First, understand what you want to build, what kind of visualization, what is the problem statement, and how your report will solve those problems. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Then this gives the clarity on what kind of visualizations you have to build, what kind of KPIs you have to build. Then load the data. Maybe sometimes you have data as per your requirement. Sometimes there could be scenarios where you have to perform different transformations, right? So after loading the data, go to Power Query, perform all the transformations. After performing the transformations, maybe you have to create the data model because ideally we will go for star schema. So create the data model. After creating the data model, create the visualizations. So after creating visualizations, your report is ready. You're ready to serve. It's like your food is ready, right? If you go to a restaurant, your food is ready for end users, right, to consume it. So publish it and share it with the end user. So this is the order. Always we should follow when you're creating a report or a dashboard in any BI with any BI.
Yeah, like how important is data governance? Like people don't learn it because it is not available at free of cost. Like people will feel that I need to purchase Power BI license, so I can't. Like they are spending thousands of rupees. They will spend 30,000, 50,000, 1 lakh to learn tool, but they will skip Power BI service, practicing Power BI service completely. How important is that? If Power BI service comes only at
Yes.
2,000 rupees.
Yes, Power BI service, yes. To be specific, yes, Power BI service comes at certain price. I agree. But before that, I mean, you'll have free trial for 60 days, right? You can use the 60 days trial. Uh,
Yeah, people who are in organizations will be able to access it, but people who don't have organization account will face these issues. Like people who want to
yes,
start
yes.
their career,
You
they
can. I
must
mean,
purchase a license, like at least Microsoft 365 license they have to purchase to get these trial things.
yes, I mean, you can buy a Microsoft 365 license. I agree. Before that, like I think with your personal Outlook account, you can create a professional account as well. I think there is a process for that. If you follow that one, you can get a free license. I have because I have done the same. Second thing is back to your again back to your question, how important data governance is. Yes, people often they think that building a report is like 90% your job is done, right?
Yeah,
That's not correct, right? You are handling the data. You have to understand how, you know, how crucial you have to maintain quality and data governance of the security of the data. It's not that if you're building, you have built the report. It doesn't mean you have to share it with everyone, right?
yeah, yeah,
Again, in organizations or these days with this lot of AI things came into the picture, data governance is one of the foremost thing, right? No matter how good your report is, if you are not following data governance practices, then everything going in everything going into a win, right?
actual
So go on.
actual data privacy comes in data governance. Like if you are in working in Power BI desktop, there is no security. If you are sharing that PBX file with everyone, no security involves in
Data
it.
leakage,
Like
data leakage,
anyone can share it to with
access the
anyone.
data. That's
Yeah,
being especially with I mean I understand someone who has completed their graduation, or someone who might start their career in analytics, they think that okay, building a report is a good thing. I think governance is we can take later, but I would always suggest, you know governance is also an important thing. People, example, especially with organizations, they are very much specific on their data, especially with European countries or Middle East countries. They are very much specific with their data, right? So always focus on data governance as part as well as much you're focusing on learning the tool, because no matter how good you develop a report, until and unless you don't know how to share that report or how to publish it, there's nothing. There is no value for that, right?
yeah. When it comes to once they learn Power BI, they learn at some place. Like it might be any platform. They will get some certification for completing that course. Will it add value for them? Or Microsoft have any specified certifications for Power BI? Only they will create value for their learnings.
I mean, if they complete some course and they get certification, that's a good thing. That's an added value, obviously. But Microsoft has this PL3 certification, right?
Yeah,
So it's a good thing. And certification again adds value to your profile. Just like how you have completed your graduation, right? Until
yeah, yeah,
unless you don't have certification, there isn't any value for your graduation, right?
yeah.
That's a proof that you have completed your graduation, right? Because in current, it's not anywhere you go. It's not. It's always documents that gives a value to us. right?
Yeah.
So someone who have completed the course who are confident on Power BI, I'll suggest them to complete PL 300 certification. That always adds value to their resume or their profile, and that's that's an official way of recognizing, okay, you are a certified Microsoft Power BI developer. So always go for certification. Certification always adds value to your resume and profile.
Okay. When it comes to AI, like, will AI add some more value to Power BI and helps developer to work easily, or will AI replace Power BI developer? What's your
Nothing.
take on that?
No, like no AI tool will replace any technology. Okay, you
Yeah.
always have manual intervention, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a I'll start with answering your second question. Replacing AI replacing BA, it's not at all. You shouldn't worry about that one, because end of the day, it's humans who give inputs based on
Yeah.
human inputs itself, right? But it adds advantage. Let's go to the first question. So previously, you used to spend the 10 hours for building a report. Using AI tools, that 10 hours time would be reduced to 5 hours. Because,
Okay.
example, if you want to find something, you can, some DAX formula, you can directly check that DAX formula in the chat GPT. Or you want to understand the DAX formula built by someone, you can copy and paste it in chat GPT and ask the question, it will give detailed explanation, right? It helps the BA, it helps the developer, but AI will not going to replace BA developers.
Okay.
One option is like
Like,
if an
it will
organization needs, yeah,
definitely help a developer to make their work more easier, and
yes,
complete their work quickly as well.
yes, yes.
Okay, when it comes to jobs, the people who completed their learning in BA are suffering more. Like, because there was a myth in general perspective, like BA tools are just drag and drop tools. They don't need any logical thinking. Like, if we just drag and drop or put the data, then our work is done. No need to take much pressure. No need to take much stress. Just if we learn Power BI, we will get fascinated salaries. Like, we will get huge amount in lakhs. So let's learn Power BI and wait in queue to get the job. Is it the thing? Like, will it work like that?
No, that's not how things will work, Tarun. So again, knowing the technology is different, and how to implement is different, right?
Yeah.
Knowing a technology is like by learning it, you know about the tool. But
Yeah.
how to implement it, that comes with practice. Right? You have spent 3 months in learning Power BI. Okay, you learn about PHS, the different options of PHS and Power BI. But when to use which option, that comes with practice. As I said, if you want to show year-wise sales, you cannot give a pie chart.
Yeah.
How will you know? You have to use a line chart. That comes with practice, right? So that's where people, I mean, most of the learners, uh, they didn't have the exposure. They think that I'll spend 3 months learning the tool, then I'll start working, searching for the job. That's not how things work. The amount of effort you keep in learning, same amount you have to keep in practice as well. Then only you will get understanding on how and where to develop,
Yeah.
right? Again, job market also, that comes with the practical. They ask more of, yeah, they'll ask few questions on pages of the tool, but mostly they'll ask about practical questions, right?
Yeah.
Until and unless you have proper experience, hands-on, you cannot answer practical questions. So focus on practice, and there are different challenges. Example, we have last month we have visualization championship, data visualization championship from Microsoft, Power BI,
Yeah.
Microsoft, right? Just participate in those, those hackathons as much as you can. That's how you develop your a real-time understanding.
Okay. Great suggestions from you. Also, one more question. Like, when it comes to job market, it is like neutral. It is not that too good, not too bad. There are few opportunities for the people who want to change and who really have experience and who really can communicate well. There are opportunities. But if there are any freshers who are starting their career and they are like bulkly, there are huge number of people who are in competition, like what will you suggest them, like how can they outstand to get into their jobs quickly whenever they are having their career path towards data analysis?
Yes. So this one, uh, it again comes with practice, right? So it's not that you have completed the course, you start interview. You know, and attend as much as there are a lot of sessions happening on different BI tool, on the tool, or hackathons happening, or there are a lot of champion example, as I said, data visualization championships. So practice, just practice. That's how you get a good understanding, and that would be easier, right? So be active in we have Power BI community where everyone, if someone has any questions, they'll ask questions there. So I would suggest, once you completed the course one, and once you have good hands-on with the tool, uh, just expose yourself with the community, create a community account, try to ask answer as much as questions as you can in the community. Try to understand what kind of questions or what kind of difficulties other fellow developers are facing, right? And create a different reports, example healthcare domain one report, financial domain one report, and create different scenarios, right? Same period last year, current year on year, all these. Try practicing as much as you can with different scenarios, different logics. That's where, and try to implement in Power BI. Also, there are a lot of things like integration of Power BI CI/CD pipelines, or with you have Fabric now, right? How Fabric is different from Power BI. Keep learning. It's always about how much you learn every day.
Yeah,
That's how you keep updated yourself, and you'll have good opportunities outside in the market.
yeah, understood. But there are people who got a moderate knowledge. As a beginner, they got some good sort of knowledge in Power BI or related things like SQL and Power BI or Excel, SQL and Power BI. Whatever they want, they gain some amount of knowledge. And while trying for the jobs, they are getting failed. Like they are in a state of mind, like they are in the position like they are thinking that they applied for TCS or some MNC, Accenture or Capgemini. I applied for some company and I am waiting for callback from them. Is it a correct thing to do while searching for a job as a beginner? Like you applied for three or four, five top companies that you know and you are aware of, and is it suggestible to wait until they call back you?
No, again, that depends, right? So it's not that sometimes though you are applying, there are different things that recruiter looks into. Maybe the notice period you're serving, how quickly you'll join, and experience, and the previous experience that does that match with what they are looking for. So I would suggest it. Let's not wait. You applying is something which is in your hands, but waiting for the call from the interviewee is not something which is in your hands, right? So I would suggest not to wait for them. Sometimes maybe the project might be on hold, or sometimes the skill set they are looking for and the skill set you have might not match, right?
Yeah,
So and again, people look for big four companies. I would suggest, as a fresher, you should always go for some good startups. So because startups is where you explore, you'll get an opportunity to explore. Okay.
yeah,
So if you really want to understand, if you really want a growth, example, we have I'm currently working with DG by Technologies, right? So as you
yeah,
know, we both are
yeah.
we right.
We
So
work
if you look at
together.
here, yeah. If you look here, you is it it is a if it's a 100 or 150 place employees company, so you have good opportunity to explore on how you can use the tool in different options. But if you go for a corporate, like you have certain, you cannot expect after certain point, right?
Yeah,
So I would suggest for them, if you are, if you want to understand the tool, and if you want to good amount of technologies, if you want, then go for a good startup or some bootstrap organization instead of some corporates. Again, that depends
yeah.
on the type of project as well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I know how value it will add to learn work initially. If we learn work quickly, like if we get a good startup and if we get opportunity to explore everything, and if we learn quickly, I know how value it adds to our career completely.
yeah,
Okay, Abhilash, nice talking to you, and thank you for your wonderful suggestions. I hope they will be useful for many people. If you want to add something further, you can.
yes. Obviously, I thank you, Tarun. Thank you for your, for providing me the opportunity, and I wish you good luck. I know you are one of the few people, like you, the way you think and the way you implement the processes, right? So I really admire that, and I
Thank
hope
you.
your training helped lot of a lot of people to get them good opportunities and settle in life. So yeah, good luck, Tarun, and
Thank you.
keep learning, keep doing the same.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good
Yeah,
day.
thanks,
Bye bye.
Tarun. Hello, bye, have a good day.